It's spooky.
Hey there, spooky friends, and welcome to another episode of Storytime with the Scaryish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace, I'm Diaz, and today
Hello.
we're here with another few homegrown horrors. Adam, why don't you tell us what homegrown horrors are?
Homegrown horrors are the wonderful stories that the listeners and viewers have sent in that are supernatural, paranormal, coincidental, sometimes true crime, sometimes extraterrestrial in nature. And if you have a story like that, Robin is about to tell you where you can send it.
You can send it to our you can send it to our email, storytime@scaryish.com, or you can go to our website, which is scaryish.com, and you can fill out this contact us page. You go there, type in your email, type in your actual story, and it sends it to us that way.
Indeed. So if you have a story, however you are most comfortable sending it to us, we would love to hear from you. We're going to be reading 4 homegrown horrors this evening. And I believe I'm going to be going first, if I am not mistaken.
I have no idea, so if you want to go first, you do that.
Robin was napping 5 minutes ago, so she is new to this earth yet again, so no big deal. I will go first. The first story that we are going to be reading, subject is story time. Feel free to read it on the podcast. So that's the way to do it. We always hope that we can get permission to read your stories because it is very helpful for us to know whether or not it is something that you're just sharing because you want some feedback on so you don't feel crazy. Or if it's something that you would like shared to the entire spooky friends. And so we already got that permission. Good to know. Starts out like this. You can share this on the podcast. Smiley face. Cool. Double permission. And it goes, hi, Robin, Adam, and Spooky Mom. Hello.
Hello.
My mom says, hello. Sounded like me that time. She's trying to imitate us now. She's trying to be freed from the attic because she's tired of eating a bucket of fish heads once a month.
I thought she lives in a hole.
No.
You throw stuff down.
You always do that because you're always thinking about all the people that you torture, just like Silence of the Lambs. But no, she lives in an attic because I'm quoting The Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors where Bart has an evil twin. Anyways, my name is Sidra. I hope I said that right. I absolutely love your show and you guys. Aw, thank you.
Thank you. I will said hello again.
Wow. I love all things scary and discovered Scaryish back in December of 2017. That's like right when we started.
Yeah.
2-day future me, I just realized Scaryish started in 2017. Indeed, it did. I was new to Australia, new job, and pregnant, expecting my now 3-year-old baby girl, and your show kept me going with all the sickness and the jazz of pregnancy, so thank you.
We're very glad we could keep you company.
Yeah, you are very welcome. They actually named their homegrown horror, which I like because it feels like even scarier when you give it a name. And this one's name is Breathing. I say it that way just because it sounds like that in my head. And the story goes like this. This happened during the winter of 2018. We lived in that apartment for a year and a half then. My husband traveled a lot because of the nature of his job, so it would usually be me and my kids. That day my husband was to return from a 2-day work trip. It was around 5 p.m. My younger one, then 5 to 6 months old, was just being cranky, so I thought I will settle her down for a short nap. There was no routine going on back then. I told my elder daughter, 7 at the time, to clean up her toys and not to make too much noise, so she went to the lounge area and started to clean up. I was sitting on my bed feeling my little one with very... That's a weird sentence. Let me see if I can figure out what it's saying.
Feeding my little one.
Feeding. I was sitting on my bed feeding my little one with very dim lights. So the lighting of the room was dim.
Yes. You weren't shoving dim lights down into your child's throat.
Yeah. I was just like, that's odd. Why would you have those lights on? Is that what babies eat? Anyways. All right. That's when I hear someone breathing heavily and very consistent deep breaths. I look down at my girl, but it's not her. I stop breathing myself to hear the sound better, but it's very heavy and very nearby. So I call out to my elder daughter as softly as I can so as not to wake the baby, and right that moment, my daughter comes in the room and asks me, Mommy, can you hear someone breathing? That is fucking creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just got cold chills.
No. Big no.
My husband does breathe heavily sometimes, but only when he is sleeping. Not to scare her, and then a parenthesis says, and myself. I just asked her to go see if Dad was home, even though I knew there was no way he would have come in and we wouldn't have heard it. The breathing continued. My daughter and I searched... I said daughter. My daughter...
Okay. Sorry, I'm just...
Lock in, Robin, come on.
Sorry.
My daughter and I searched the house and didn't find anything. I called my friend, not like she could do anything. Just talking to her on the phone and telling her what was happening calmed me a bit. We were absolutely creeped out. The sound of breathing just vanished. I still don't know what it was, but it didn't happen again. Thank you for reading this on the podcast. I hope it made sense. This is the first time I've written something close to a story. I have a lot of other creepy/coincidental stories, which I will send in. Until then, keep on creeping on.
The idea that there's just this creepy breathing sound is just, I don't know. I can't even imagine if I was walking down the hallway, right, and I just heard breathing behind me. It would be terrifying.
At SpookyCon, we all kind of talked about the ways we would haunt people. If we were ghosts. And like Luna had said that they would be the kind of person that would like run down the hallway and stop right in front of someone because that's super terrifying.
Yes.
And that kind of reminds me of this. Someone was like, I'm going to start off with the heavy breathing. That's always a classic. And I'll go from there. And I feel like this could have been Luna from like a different time zone or not time
parallel
zone, like
universe.
Parallel universe deciding that they're going to start implementing new haunting ways. So either way, I really enjoy the story, Sidra, and hopefully that heavy breathing doesn't come back again in the future.
Maybe it's the ghost of a dragon.
You never know. Very plausible.
I don't know.
All right.
It would be less scary thinking about it that way,
a
right?
Fucking ghost dragon.
If it was the ghost of a dragon and you're just hearing the sound of the dragon.
I don't know what literature you've read about dragons, but dragons are kind of fucking terrifying.
But it's like you have a dragon protecting the house, right? And the gold that it's protecting are your children.
Wow.
Isn't that sweet?
It's so
That's a much less scary way to think about it.
That is far more likely. How did I not think of that?
Yeah.
So, either way, thank you so much for sending that in. All right, let's do a bunch of stuff. First and foremost, we're going to have to fix Robin's camera. Robin's all over the place over there. I had it centered so that it would be, if she was like directly in front of the camera, she'd be good to go. I forgot that the camera got moved. so it's actually tilting up. So I'm going to move my microphone out of the way so I can do some adjustments on her camera while she sits there and says adorable things.
Okay. Oh, Sherry Sue says, I was sad no one hugged me. I was like, I'm very awkward where I'm like, do I just walk up and hug her? What if she doesn't like to get hugged? Because I was like walking towards you and then you're just standing there and I was just like, no, I don't want to be awkward.
There are some folks who don't want to be hugged. And as people who I think were huggers,
during the time
I don't
of
want
COVID,
to impose that on
right?
anyone. Yeah.
During the time of COVID, I'm like, I don't know if you're into hugging or whatnot. Like,
that's a weird way to put you into hugging.
No. But Dinosaur was there, and I didn't hug Dinosaur the first day because I was like, I don't know if she wants hugs. She's walking away. She's leaving. I don't even know. And then so the second day, I went out of my way to ask. I was like, are you okay with hugging? Is this not? I don't even know.
I just opened my arms wide, and whoever wants hugs can come to me. I did do that at some point when someone was leaving, and they didn't notice, and they just left. So I was like, they don't want to hug me.
I held my hand up for a high five today at school, and I was just like, well, I'll just high five myself.
Oh, so you got atomed, is what they call it, I'm pretty sure. Because that's what happens to me whenever I go for a high five with you that hasn't been prompted by a redemption. Speaking of redemptions, let's go ahead and look over and see what we got. All right, Laura Ann resubscribed for the 25th month. And to 25 months, woo! Happy Spooktober. Pink Penguin 88 followed us over there on Twitch. Thank you so much. 52Ds, he resubscribed for the 38th month and said, oh boy.
Welcome back. It's been a while since we've seen you.
Indeed. We're very happy to have you back.
I will definitely give Sherry Sue a hug next time we come out there.
Yeah, I should probably put it out there. Anyone who wants a hug can give me a hug.
Yes,
I'm totally comfortable with hugs.
Yes, if you want a hug, please be forward with your hug, because otherwise I'll stand there like an awkward person. Like, okay.
I'm comfortable standing there awkwardly too, so I do that as well. All right, shout out to Captain Fake Eye, Brandon, Glitch Grim, Enzo Matrix, Jangmi, Lisbatree, and Sherry Sue.
So
6 of you redeemed the drinks. Sherry Sue redeemed a high five.
I am so tired today. I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep because I had a midterm.
I feel like you only put on half your lipstick too.
I know, dude. Okay.
If you want to go do that, like
I put it on the center and then rubbed it around. I don't know.
I don't think the rubbing it around quite worked. All right, I am drinking the Cali Creamin' again because it's delicious. What are you going to be drinking, Robin?
Look all right.
I don't look in the camera.
I can't see from
Does
here.
it play the camera? I think it actually works with the camera.
Okay.
So.
What
are you going to be drinking, Robin?
I have one of those sangrias, the Capriccio sangria.
And you need to open it with a bottle opener.
Yeah.
Right?
No. I think it was twist top. I think we discussed it last time because you were like, "Why the fuck does it have a twist?"
I never say things like that, but okay.
Yeah, I had a midterm for wastewater.
So you're gonna make me do it?
Yeah, for wastewater stuff today, and it did not go well. I was up till 4:30 or 5 o'clock this morning trying to.
Did you play Genshin when you came to bed, or did you actually go to bed?
No, I actually went to bed. I didn't even play Genshin. I was behind by 1 day, so I don't have like a streak going or anything. Because I didn't play it at all yesterday. I did play it at school today though, but I had class first thing in the morning, and so it was just fucking fuck. But I'm tired.
When you got home,
yeah. When I got home, I chilled out, laid around, and then I took a nap at like 5:45.
I can't center this camera to you any further, so you're gonna have to pick a spot and stay there.
Yeah, so Adam was like, you know there's only like 35 minutes left until the show, right?
She's like, I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm gonna take a nap. I was like, I'm fucking tired.
So I go in there with 5 minutes left. I'm like, we're on air in 5 minutes. She's like, really?
No, you said 3 minutes. I didn't even have 5 minutes. You said we're on air.
It was
in
5
3
minutes. I told her 3 minutes
no.
so she would shag her ass, but still didn't work that well. All right, let's look over to stream chat and see what you folks had to say. Laura Ann was the first person here in either channel and said, hello. Lizardtree says, woo, for Wednesday live stream.
I still got nap hair going on. My ponytail originally was
to this now.
In the center, and now it's on the side because it's from
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
We need the narrative of Robin's nap some more. We can't be reading your guys' shit.
It's me narrating because I'm tired, and that's all my brain's thinking about.
All right, let's do the high five for Sherry Sue because the drinks take us a minute. Just high five me. You're such a dickhead, dude.
How am I a dickhead? You complain when it's not hard enough?
I literally never complain that's not hard enough. I just say that's a bad high five.
You're a bad high five.
All right, I guess I'm just doing this show alone because Robin's on her phone now checking her notifications. All right, I'm going to take a few drinks really fast. So let's just do 2.
I wish I had a glass.
That wasn't part of your request when I asked you what you wanted. You said just to get you sangria. All right. Lots of folks have joined us, which is always nice to see. Going to keep scrolling here. I mentioned Laura Ann and Lisbeth Tree. They're the first 2.
Thank you so much, Lisbeth Tree, for making so many amazing coasters.
Yeah, we get to give them out to some of the folks who weren't fortunate enough to have made it out.
Yeah, so I'm going to be able to give some, or give 1 or 2 to the Snarked. I grabbed one for Glitch, so I'll be sending Glitch one. And I'm so thankful that we have so many that we can use one at home and then send to the people that weren't able to make it. It's kind of cool.
I would really like to replace the Game of Thrones coasters that we have in our family room.
The ones made out of like bathroom tiles.
Yeah, bathroom. They're really hard, and it's just scary when you drop one.
They shatter every time you drop it.
IMB Trainer is here as well, which is wonderful to see. Pink Penguin says, hello, I created a Twitch account to join in the Scaryish fun.
Hello, Pink Penguin.
Thank you for joining us, Pink Penguin. We appreciate it. Sherry Sue is obviously here. Glitch is here.
Is there a penguin that is around the color of pink, or are they all black tinted?
I'm pretty sure they're all wearing tuxedos. So... MQI says, oh, I've been freaking out. I've been here for minutes. LOL, my chat wouldn't work. Resubscribed. LOL, I freaked out for nothing. We're glad chat started working. I know Twitch can be a pain in the butt. Shout out to Brandon, who's there as well. Says, hi, friends. Hello.
Hello. Sorry. I'm taking all my drinks.
Blanca is over there on YouTube. Says, hi.
Hello.
Woo. Tessa's also over there on YouTube. Says, hey. Glad everyone is jumping in here. I'm Beef Trainer says Team SpookyCon, or excuse me, hashtag Team SpookyCon.
I'm Beef Trainer says my day spent training for 8 hours on a computer, learning how to pull and process job applications, set up interviews. Ooh, nice. Fancy. That sounds fun.
And Matrix says, good evening, everyone.
The Cursed Wolf redeemed a high 5. I'll do this one lighter.
Just do a normal high 5. You don't got to warm, like, that is terrible. You don't got to warm it up. You don't got to rear back like you're slapping someone you hate. Just do a high 5.
What if I want to, though?
52DC says, hi, I'm new here.
Oh, my God.
That's hilarious. VetTech Cat says, hello, hashtag team missed out.
Man, I'm hungry. I definitely missed out on dinner.
Everyone just shut the fuck up. Robin's going to go have a meal really quick, and then we'll continue the show.
Was it good? Did you have some?
Yeah, I did, actually. It was good. All right. I'm B-Train says to you, MQI, my trainer told me she's never seen somebody take to it as quickly as I did. She just had to show me the stuff once and sat back down and let me do what needed to be done.
Nice.
It's pretty awesome. It's learning by doing is always so much better for me than learning like
hands-on.
Yeah, the theory of something before you get to work on it. It's like, just let me learn by doing stuff. The Snark is joining us, says, hey, y'all.
Hello.
What up? Captain Fake Guy is also here. Hey, everyone, shout out to Captain Fake Guy, an amazing hostess for SpookyCon 2021. And she absolutely crushed it in this little side venture podcast that me and my friend Garrett are doing. She joined us for some bonus content. We wrapped on Monday, so we don't have anything to, I was going to say film. We don't have anything to record for like the next year or so. But I was so happy and so impressed with what her and Garrett were able to do. It's basically like this little mini D&D campaign. And I think it's awesome. I think it's probably going to be better than the show that it's like Patreon content for. So thank you very much, Captain Fake Eye. I'm going to keep scrolling here.
Captain Baker says, in 2 years, if we're still doing this, y'all are welcome to come to Portland for SpookyCon. Nice. It's so cool that you both got the Portland job.
It's so awesome. All right, I'm B-Train says, I'm supposed to have 3 days of training, but she thinks I'll really only need 2.
Nice. Laura Ann says, I wish I had a photographic memory.
Same.
Me too. I want to remember all your curves.
Wow. I'm shocked those aren't burnt into your memory. Damn. Glitch Grim says, okay.
What the fuck
Mandela effect was Zero's nose from Nightmare Before Christmas, glowing red light, or pumpkin. Punctuation, Glitch. Help me out
here. Is it a pumpkin?
I have no idea. I've never seen that movie, so.
I don't remember. I don't remember. I haven't seen it in way too long.
Captain Fig says, my memory is a leaky sieve. That's
that
hilarious.
is me. My memory is just full of holes.
Robin's memory is a collapsed dam.
What the fuck? Oh, that means it's just rushing out. Oh, Sherry Sue says, I would fly anywhere for SpookyCon. Nice. I'm Beef Trainer says, for an hour I was going solo through applications and deciding to schedule an interview or pass it on the candidate. Nice. That you're your own boss. You're doing it. Killing it. What? Why aren't you reading? Why do I have to read fucking everything?
I'm letting you pick because you just went super fast. And I'm like, you can take over. Why are you being mean? I'm watching it says, I have now met Adam and Robin, and in real life, Robin has a constant glow around her, and Adam is fucking 7 feet tall. I'm only like 6 feet tall.
Oh my god, that's definitely a lie. My skin fell apart on Friday when we flew out, man. I broke out. My face was completely red and awful. Oh, Lord,
just some dry skin stuff. Like
my skin's normal now, though.
We were going to bed, and she was like, "Is my skin dry?" And I couldn't help but start wrestling her because I thought she was a crocodile trying to eat me.
It was awful.
And I was afraid for my life.
But yeah, my skin is normal now. I just don't know what happened on Friday.
She was okay with it, though. She's like, "Stop." Literature says Robin really does have a constant glow about her.
You guys are too sweet and liars.
5 to DZ says, I got back to working in the COVID-infested world. I am finally catching up with past episodes. They're at February 2020.
Dang, you got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah.
Laura Ann says, I hugged Robin. It was a great weekend. Thank you guys for thinking that is awesome.
Which says, Adam is not tall. LOL.
Yeah, 6 3/4. Right?
Just depends on what you think tall is.
Aw, I'm Beef Trainer says it was awesome. Adam and Robin seem larger than life with their awesomeness. I just wish we could have spent more time with everyone because I feel like it wasn't enough time to get to know everybody. I find it fun to sit around and ask everyone, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, what do you like?
The Robin interview. I'm Beef Trainer says the Adam and Robin hugs were awesome too. Totally caught me off guard, but it was a definite highlight.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. If it was awkward.
Laura Ann says Adam was tall but not super tall. Robin was taller than I expected. LOL.
Yeah, 5'8", 5'7" 3/4. That is me.
She's about as tall as my dad, actually.
But I did wear heels too that weekend. Next time I will definitely wear running shoes.
I was gonna say she wore heels,
and then I'll just be like, it's time to start running.
It's time to start running. She wore heels, and her pinky toe definitely knew it.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord! My pinky toe. When we got home and I took my shoes off, took my socks off, there was just a giant blister on one of my pinky toes. I was like, fuck. Damn
That's so funny. Captain Fake Guy says next year hopefully Mr. Captain Fake Guy can join and not be taking his boards.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Hopefully next year or the year after you're both board certified and freaking badasses.
She also says, well, we'll definitely need to go back to ESP and not be rained out.
Yes,
yeah, we've been talking about that a lot, actually.
Yeah, I really want to spend like hours there and just go through the different cells and the different areas. And there was like a greenhouse there and stuff too. It was really cool.
IMB Trainer and Laura Ann agree that we need to meet Mr. Captain Fake Guy, and Captain Fake Guy says he is tall, handsome, and much nicer than me, which is hilarious. I thought you were very nice. It's the Midwestern.
I was going to say, I thought you were very nice. Not to the people that don't deserve it, though.
Sherry Sue says, that's fucking creepy. It's like she kills the people that don't deserve it.
No, it's just like when we were at the restaurant, and she's just like, no, we don't need this. I was like, never get on her bad side.
We're leaving. We need the check. Sherry Sue says, I missed the beginning of the stream because my computer won't function. We're glad it's functioning now. Sherry Sue says, I was sad no one hugged me. I basically just wait for someone to prompt me for a hug, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm a hugger.
Yeah.
Captain Vega says,
I'm open to giving hugs. So if you guys want hugs, just hug me.
Captain Vega says, Enzo Matrix said I sounded like a bitch when I was speaking to that waiter at the dim sum restaurant when he brought out that super late dish. I don't think you're speaking like a bitch. I think you're being stern. Like, I asked you for the check. We don't want this.
You're just like, I will murder you and your family if you don't get rid of this.
I think actually what Fake Eye said to me was, that's just how Mandarin sounds.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Growing up, my friends were always just like, are your parents mad or something? And I'm just like, no. That's just how they talk.
Yeah.
It just
when I first started
angry.
Hearing conversational Vietnamese, I was like, I don't think anyone's angry, but it almost sounds like they are. It's kind of like they're speaking Klingon. But I don't speak Klingon. I don't know anything about Klingon, actually. So I just assume that they're angry because they're always shouting in any of the movies I've seen with them in it. So, okay. You okay?
Yeah.
Good Lord. Glitch says, I'm going to hug the duck out of Adam. It's hilarious. Snark says, hey, Adam, I want dad ass. Thanks. I'm going to keep scrolling here. Laura Ann says, I love hugs, but I'm awkward about them because I don't know who likes them and who doesn't. I think that's like where we all fall.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Fake Guy says, Elizabeth Tree. Actually, I should read.
Aw. Glitch says, I need to meet the both of you, Enzo Matrix and Elizabeth Tree. And at the Snark is my girl. That's so cute. Something went missing. Something of Elizabeth Tree's went missing.
Scrolling up.
Oh, no.
Scrolling up.
What was it?
I don't know.
I
see stuff about hugs.
Yeah, I don't know. Something went missing. Da, 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 da,
I see
da.
Lizardry saying yes. I see someone saying nope, but it's all good. Okay, Lizardry saying nope, but it's all good. So yeah, apparently there's some missing items, which is terrible.
Oh, no,
that really stinks.
That sucks.
Hopefully they are found. Snark says SpookyCon West. I think for 2022, SpookyCon will be taking place on this side of the country.
Yeah, I would love to do something somewhere. Maybe Southern California, maybe I don't know what's haunted. where's
Lots
there
of things are
creepy
haunted.
things out here? I don't even know.
Elizabeth says gift card and earbud.
Oh no, an earbud went missing and a gift card. That sucks. I'm Beef Trainer says, Robin, I'm still wanting to hear stories about bodies that have been found. All right. Where? Here? I don't know.
You have to remember that Robin has the memory of an Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah, I'm like a goldfish. it's pretty bad.
When she sees you guys at SpookyCon 2022, she's going to be like, it's nice to meet all of you.
Oh my god. No.
Carrie over there and YouTube
hello,
says, hi
Carrie.
guys, what up? Thank you for joining
Glitch
us.
says SpookyCon Dallas. That would be nice.
SpookyCon South.
I would definitely love to do Dallas or DFW area.
Carrie says, working from home, it's so good because I can watch as well as listening. Pretty good stuff. The Snark said, twats twats. Those are
Twats,
O's, not
twats.
A's. Except for the A in the middle.
I mean,
Twats is really the way it should be pronounced, but twats is just more fun to say. I'm going to keep scrolling here. Kevin Vegas says, I laughed a lot of twats and then snorted at the hostess joke. All right, gonna keep scrolling.
I'm so hungry. Okay. What?
Go get fucking food then. You brought up twice in this commercial break. God, you could have done all this stuff before the show. You got home at like 4.
Yeah, but I'm tired, dog. Fuck you. Oh, the Snark says, send Larry some healing vibes. He got his booster today. Hopefully he got a lot of sleep.
Yeah, my mom got her booster and then decided to go and do her normal workout stuff.
No, did she get her flu shot the same day too?
No.
Or maybe that was my aunt.
Or
my
Faye.
aunt did that. Or was it Faye?
It was Faye.
Maybe it was Faye.
Pretty sure it was Faye. But yeah, she was just like going and doing stuff. She's like, man, I'm more tired than normal. And she's like, oh, I got a booster. It's like, yep, that'll do it.
Sherry says, I was so depressed when SpookyCon was over. It was really nice being around so many friends. Aw, yeah, we were just like, I wish I could have spent more time with everyone.
Now I have to get on airplanes for 6 fucking hours.
It was a long ass flight.
MQI says, how do you get invited to these things? We just talk about it on the stream and then you decide whether or not you want to go. We had an itinerary that was all set up for anyone to view if they were interested in it. And so when we do SpookyCon 2022, we will do very similarly the same thing where we talk on the show about how it's coming up. And if it's like what I want it to be, where it's like more of an actual convention style thing and not us just crashing at Faye's place and then going from place to place in in Philadelphia, then, it'll be a little bit easier for folks to arrange stuff than for everyone to kind of put it on Faye.
52DZ says, can I ask what the hell y'all are talking about? What's SpookyCon? I clearly missed a lot. SpookyCon's just this, not an actual convention we did, but it was just a weekend where we went to go to Philadelphia and hang out with a bunch of spooky friends. And it was
spooky friends from Philly,
awesome.
Ohio, and Utah,
New
Jersey, multiple places came down to hang out. So it was very fun.
Savage says, Adam looks like he can receive a good hug. I don't know if that's like
take
sexy
good hugs.
or not.
Sure do. Enzo Matrix says, oh yeah, we got rained out of the death row and the recommended for adults only section.
Oh yeah, that's stuff that I definitely wanted to go to. Yep. Those were 2 of the sections. We were literally walking because the audio tour had different stops. We were walking down and seeing how many stops there were on this audio tour, and we got to like 68. And there's more than 68 too.
We were guessing what the next one was going to be, and we're both like,
I was like 69,
and then it was 68.
It was 68, but there's like I think there was over 70. There's over 70 stops. We only got to 10. We only got to 10, so there's a million other things that we could have seen, which I definitely want to do. Anyway,
Kayla Ray Reed says we could go to Not Scary Farm next year. And Snark says we could do a Ghost Town.
So Not Scary Farm or Not Scary Farm and like the Universal Studios Halloween stuff, I'm too scared to do. Because there's like, I don't do well with haunted houses, right? Where they have people that are in outfits or costumes that are there to scare you. I don't do well with that. So I don't know about that.
Amsterdam says she was like, oh yeah, we found a dead child at work. It was like the drainage thing.
Yeah.
The bodies that
bodies show up at work.
I think it's because they typically don't like go out of their way to identify them on site. And then afterwards, people are just like, oh, well, let's go back to work and keep working. And they don't always make the papers too.
No, yeah.
Pink Penguin says, if only they had roosters as an incentive to get the booster shot. Who doesn't want a free friend? I would cook it, probably, not gonna lie.
A rooster?
As soon as that fucking rooster cawed as
I
the sun
wouldn't
coming
cook
up, I'd
it.
be like, you are getting deep fucking fried.
I would just toss it and like in the air, be like, be free, don't come back to my yard, thank you.
Glitch Grim says, I am seriously about DFW SpookyCon Dallas. I'll give monies and a place to stay, aka drink with me. We're definitely going to start planning stuff out for 2022. We are like booked solid for the rest of 2021.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with the new year. Bet Tech Kath says, Fort Worth, I am down. Dallas is okay too.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I love the Galleria Mall. It's in Dallas. There's like an ice skating rink, and it's fun. That's just me.
Cool. SpookyCon meet up at the mall.
Yeah, at the mall.
Hopefully
we'll go
it's
ice
haunted.
skating.
All right, it is 7, so this is usually when we cut off the chat,
Yep.
and we are caught up, which is perfect. So Robin can move on into her second story. I will mark it, and you can take it from there. Also, we definitely did not do 6 drinks. I only did 2, so I'm gonna take my other 4.
Oh yeah, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm just gonna chug the whole JK. I'm not gonna chug the whole thing. Fuck that. I would die. I hate that sound.
Maybe more than 4, but I want to give you more bang for your buck. I wanted her to get paranoid that it was going to be a really loud burp, but it was very quiet. So,
all right. So my next story is from Chelsea, and it goes, Hi, Adam and Robin.
hello.
Hello. I doubt you remember me, but I wrote a story quite a while ago about using a Ouija board and discovered I was supposedly being followed by an entity.
I do remember it. There are several that came in that are similar like that, but I believe I remember this one specifically.
Well, this story happened last night, and it's not necessarily scary so much as it is just weird. Have you ever been driving under a streetlight and it suddenly goes out? This has happened to me for a long time now, but only with certain lights around my city.
When we say street lights, I believe in my brain we're talking about the ones that run alongside the street,
Right.
like sidewalk lights.
Yeah, not the ones that are like red, yellow, green.
When red, yellow, green lights go out when you're going underneath them, that's guaranteed the devil. So if it's the lights alongside of the road, that could be something simple like a werewolf or a vampire, not necessarily just a demon or a devil.
All right. Every time I drive past them, they go out. Last night, my family and I went for a walk after dark. As we were approaching a streetlight, it went out. Since I've always been driving when it happens, I've never got to mess with the light before. All right. After we passed under it, it came back on. I told my fiance to wait a minute so that I could check something. I turned around and started walking back towards the light. It went out again. I kind of got a little spooked and went back to my fiance. He thought it was hilarious that I was spooked and that it was probably just some weird coincidence. Maybe it's a sensor that's switched.
Yeah, I thought that same thing.
Where it's like, okay, if somebody passes it, it should turn it on, but it's the other way around. Maybe. I don't know. He said, go back, and if it happens again, then that's freaky. I walked back over the light and got right under it. I turned back toward my fiance like, okay, you're right, I'm just overreacting. Nah, it went out with me right underneath it.
Wow.
I freaked the hell out and sprinted away from it. It turned back again.
It turned back on again.
Oh, fuck. It turned back on again. I didn't stop speed walking until I was in the safety of my front lawn. It's not as scary as some of the other stories that have been read on here, but it is definitely odd and gave me a weird feeling. I wonder if that entity might still be attached to me. Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully
Right.
it's just a technological
Coincidence?
Yes. Anyway, thank you so much for reading and hope you enjoyed. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on what you think might have made it go out like that. Love you guys, Chelsea. I hope it's not an actual entity, but it definitely sounds like some type of weird sensor wiring type thing.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I'm thinking, and if we're going to be completely transparent, in the email it states that it happens with every single light. If that's the case, then yeah, I lean towards more supernatural, paranormal possibilities. If it just happened often, that is different, because street lights are notorious for being really bad.
There was one in our neighborhood for a really long time that was terrifyingly flickery. And every time I walked past it or drove past it, I was like, demons. It's
like
awful.
I had an instance where I was walking to my car in the parking lot of school. I've mentioned this on the show before, and there was 3 street lights that were in the parking lot that I would have to walk past in order to get to my car. And I walked past one because it's just like in the middle of fucking nowhere, because I would get there in the middle of the day and leave at like 10. And I walked past the first and everything's fine. And then I heard the click and I turned around and looked and the light had gone out. And I was like, that's weird. But there's still 2 lights in front of me and I still had light from them. And then I started walking and I just got past the second one. When I just got past the second one, that one went out. I was like, that's really weird because it typically doesn't happen with 2. And the first one had never come back on. And I was walking to the third one, and in my head, I was like, if that light goes out, I am sprinting to my car. And when I got like halfway to it, it went out, and I just fucking bolted to my car. Like, fuck this! It was a long run, so I understand like the hesitation and how it can be very creepy. Yeah. But if it's not every single light, I wouldn't jump to the entity attached to you angle of it, because that'll just scare you more and possibly give it more power.
But if you're right under it when it happens and you're just standing there and it just goes out, I would run.
What I would do is I would start trying to turn it off with my brain. Like off, on, and see if it responds. Because it could be not a demon, it could be a superpower manifesting. So
that would be cool.
Or just, bad electrical and totally a coincidence. But let's hope for superpower, fingers crossed.
Superpower.
So, good stuff. Thank you so much for sending that in. I just realized I had you read your short one and me read my short one to start the show. So the first half of the show is definitely going to be a lot shorter than the second half of the show. But anyways, let's get over there. Yep, because we just both read our short ones.
Ah.
Yeah, that's how that works. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move back over into stream chat. Are you going to hold my hand or are you going to finger my hand?
I'm just holding it.
Okay, that's cool. All right. IMB Trainer says to Glitch, considering it's Texas, I definitely need to be during... I needs to be...
It needs to be definitely be
cooler temps. Some of us don't do heat well at all. Me and will die. That's hilarious.
October isn't bad, I don't think, in Texas.
Just depends on when we want to do it. Like Vegas is where I'm likely going to have SpookyCon 2022, like the official like SpookyCon thing. Whether we do like another meetup like Dallas it remains to be seen. But I don't want to pick a month where it's going to be hot. Realistically, conventions are cheaper to book during the hot months for that exact reason. But I would probably do it in a hotel where I could, block out a chain of rooms where you wouldn't have to leave the hotel if you don't want to. So you can just be in air conditioning. So there's that.
Alrighty then. Glitch says, well, late November then is probably a good time.
I was going to say SpookyCon 2022 will be in Europe because they'll be an internationally renowned podcast.
If we could do a con or like a meetup in Europe, that would be gold.
We've been listened to in over 100 countries, so I feel like we're already internationally known, just not renowned. We're not renowned in the U.S. We're not nationally renowned yet, so...
Oh my god, Enza Matrix says the finger hole Polaroid. Oh my god. I don't think we posted that. But it is a photo taken by Captain Big Guy, and it is photographic gold.
Tian Long over there on Twitch says, hi y'all. Had to jump on the thread here. Electrician here. These are most likely sodium lights. They have an orangey glow. They cycle on and off when their lamp is dying. Long story short, since they are arc fixtures, they don't have enough juice to make the jump between anode and cathode. There you go.
Interesting.
So it does continuously try and turn itself on and off. So it's probably just a matter of it being odd timing.
Tianlin says, Admin Robbins, SpookyCon in Europe equals a tax write-off. Fuck yes. That'd be great. I want to go to London real bad. I want to go to Ireland real bad. I want to go to Germany. I don't necessarily think I would have too much fun in France.
I want to go to Italy.
Italy, maybe. I want to go to
Spain.
I don't know about Spain.
You suck.
But right. I want to go to the Harry Potter exhibit.
Jamie says, I hate Texas
heat. Oh, yeah. But I mean, when I went to school there, right, it wasn't as bad when it came to what is it called now? It's not called global warming.
Climate change.
It was like 15 years ago, and it wasn't that hot for me. I mean, in the summer, I think it was hot, but I still wore like a hoodie and a blazer. So
you still do that in Vegas. So.
But maybe that's just me and I'm a fucking psycho.
I should also say, Jamie, we repped your masks the entire time we were in Philadelphia.
Yes, we did.
I brought
that
2
Harry Potter
masks.
mask.
Yep. Chef's kiss. All right. I'm Listener says, oh, by the way, while talking to a customer, I delayed a sneeze for so long it went away. I have found my superpower.
Wow.
That's hilarious. I've learned to do that while out, just in public in general, because I don't want to freak people out during the time of COVID. Carrie says, Australia.
Ooh, Australia would be cool.
That is a long
flight. And spiders. Oof.
And spiders.
I'm Beef Trainer says, France is amazing. It doesn't seem like it would be, but if you know the right places, it's a wonderful experience. I've heard that French people, like in France, are dickheads to foreigners.
I think they just aren't as rude as most people say. My boss puts it a very distinct way because he worked in France for 2 years. They don't put up with bullshit. So if you're going to go over there to fuck with them, they will not tolerate you and they'll treat you like the asshole you are. Because we have someone that I work with right now that's French that I have not met. And I'm like, I'm not sure what to expect. And he's like, just don't be shitty and you'll be fine. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, that's basically how you deal with like all French like companies. If you're ever going to work over there in France, it's like, be good at your job. And they don't mind the fact that you're an American. It's like, but if you're bad at your job, like they think it represents like you and like everyone you represent. So I'm just like, all right, cool. Good to know like the weight of a nation's on my shoulders when I meet this person, but whatever.
The Snark says, Barcelona, baby. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
But I don't think I'm in it for the siestas.
Wow. Robin's just into the vacations for the naps.
Jamie says, aw, OMG, that makes me so happy. Yes, keeping my spooky friends safe. Jamie, her sewing, everything she sews is such high quality. It is nuts. So if you folks want face masks made by Jamie or anything that she does make, because she makes scrunchies and stuff too, you can go to Ungodly Goods on Instagram. She makes a lot of stuff. Captain Bake Ice says, last time I was in Europe, I was 21 and crazy.
I read that and I immediately picture you in like underground fight clubs, like beating the shit out of grown men.
But we'll never know because you don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah. I'm Beatrice says, Adam is exactly right about the French. They don't like bullshit. They can be particular about the lanes they walk in. So should you encounter them on the street, but they can be very hospitable too.
It's like when we're in Japan, everyone knows what to do. And if you don't do it, you're a dickhead.
Yeah. It's just like things are very obviously set up culturally to not inconvenience other folks.
Right.
And it's like if you are inconveniencing someone else, you're rude. And you get looked at like you're rude.
Right. It's something simple as like in Japan anyway, standing with your crotch facing people on the train instead of with your ass facing people on the train.
Just hashtag don't eat ass. It's their national motto. That's where I got it from.
Yeah, because people don't want your ass in their face. So you just stand facing them.
The escalator, the walking thing in general for me is like my favorite thing about the culture in Japan. It's just like if you're not going to walk up the escalator, stand to the left. Because then they can pass you on the right. And it just makes the most sense. And like in America, as soon as you get on an escalator, one person stands on the left, one person stands on the right, and they just lean. And it's like you can't move.
When we got back to LA after our Japan trip, I was like, the fucking walkway, the moving walkway says if you're walking,
it says
walk on this side, stand
on
this
thing.
side. And then the people are fucking standing.
The first two Americans we experienced being back in the country were fucking standing in the positions where we couldn't get past them.
Oh my God, it drove me nuts.
It's very fucking annoying.
Anyway, okay. Do you want to get into your next story? Do you want to run the 60-second ad?
I will run the 60-second ad, and then we'll get into the next story. Good call, Robin. All right, gonna go ahead and bring that up. If you are on Twitch,
right, I gotta take more drinks because I don't think I got 6 yet.
If you're on Twitch and you have not subscribed yet, you will get a 1-minute ad. If you are already subbed, you will not. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, you will not get this ad that starts. I just started it. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
So everyone's like,
Captain Bake Ice says, I apologize on behalf of all of LA. It's not even just LA though. It's just America.
I mean, everywhere that I've ever been to is similar to that. It's like, regardless if it says walk and stand, like people just fucking ignore it.
Lizard Dreams, they just posted the fingerhole Polaroid on the FB group. Oh God,
that works too.
I swapped out my watch
band
today, and I don't like it.
I like that one better.
No, I don't like the black. I want to get a different I'd rather get a different color because my watch is green, and then with the black, it just looks weird.
I don't notice that it's green, but I will see it. I do see it now that you have the black band on it.
Yeah.
Also, going back to the Jamie mask thing, I have a very big head, so trying to wear masks is very difficult for me because it really tears up my ears. So when we were at a convention earlier this year, I literally cut the strings off of a normal mask, put on a mask, and then tied it so that I could have like stretchiness to it because it was tearing up my ears so bad. And then I have I have a few of them. I gave my dad one of the Grogu ones, and he was so happy to get it.
Really? You gave it to him?
Yeah, he was so excited.
Oh, nice.
And then I wear the Marauders map one, which is awesome, which fits me perfectly. And then I was also wearing the Snorlax one, which is technically Robin's, but I stole it.
Yeah, but I can't wear it anymore because...
I took the little rubber clips off because the rubber clips are, like, if they're on there, it's just too small for my ears. But if they're off, it's, like, perfect.
Snorlax and Gengar and Mimikyu, those are, like, my favorite Pokemon. And Adam just had to...
We just got a notification that popped up on the thing, but I don't see it on either of my notification feeds. I don't know.
We'll never know. It's gone forever. The Snark says, you get one excuse me from me before I start clapping. I just can see you at the airport trying to pass someone, and you're just like, get the fuck out of my way, motherfucker.
I get louder and I get ruder the more I have to say excuse me, because it's like, you fucking heard me. Like, that's what the tone is in my voice.
I wasn't sure to say this true. Adam's head is big. When I first saw him, I thought he was a life-size bobblehead.
I was also nodding at the time, so it really throws people off because I just like go like this the whole time. All right, gonna go ahead and pop this open, and the ad is now done, so we can go ahead and move into the next story, which I will do now.
Man, I want to watch Dark Knight again. That shit's so good.
It's a very good movie. My friend Garrett was trying to tell me yesterday that Dark Knight's just okay because it's too long. I remember we left the theater and he was like, it's really long, and I was like, you fucking suck.
The movie that was too long is Man of Steel. That's like 3 movies in one.
I think it's 20 minutes shorter than Dark Knight.
Dark Knight has everything in the Dark Knight is perfect for that movie. I love the Dark Knight.
I think it's a cinematic masterpiece. Also, I don't think movies over 2 hours are quote unquote too long. I think it just depends on how long you like sitting and how long is if there's an intermission. Your attention span is. If there's an intermission, you're bordering on. You know what too long is? 4 hours, Zack Snyder. Figure it out. All right, gonna go ahead and mark this. We're gonna go ahead and get started on this third story. I was literally about to read Robin's story on her monitor.
Don't read my shit, bitch.
All right, fuck you.
Back the fuck off.
All right. I will just play my map builder, I swear to God. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the third story of the show, and this one's subject is so many stories, so little time. And it says, sorry, I wrote this at work and then sent it to my personal email.
Cute.
No worries. It says, you can totally read this on the podcast. Hello, Spooky Mom. She says, hello, because her voice box is starting to go from imitating me too much. The email goes on to say, what up, Adam and Robin? What up?
What up?
My name is Jessica, and here is just one area, of stories I have in my arsenal. My mom lives in a haunted house. No sense in romancing you, LOL. Wow. No romance.
It's okay. I like to skip foreplay.
That's not true. I'm going to mark that to take out of the show so we don't get fucking creeps messaging us. I might as well just jump right in. The annoying thing is that my mom freaking knows, and she just says, ignore it, and they won't mess with you if you don't mess with them. I mean, what?
Some people, though, are like that, where it's just like, yeah, I know. Just don't even think about it. Just let it go.
Like Elsa.
Yep.
Email goes on to say, I'm going to call bullshit. There are a few different spirits, souls, entities, energies there. One is an old man, cowboy hat, usually in the dining room and kitchen, a little girl with dark hair, and I want to say a woman who is not a fan of men. Or maybe it was just
who is?
The horrible men that have been there. Besides them, there are other things there too. So for the sake of this particular email, I keep...
I cannot. Sometimes I'm just like, I hate that sound of your tongue going...
Sometimes she loves it.
Ew, edit that shit out.
Obviously, I already marked it. All right, I'll keep my stories just centered on my mom's house. The old man. See, when I say gross things, it's about me and you. When you say gross things, you're like, yeah, I like it when anyone, yeah.
I like the way you work it. No Thanks. Diggity.
All right, marking it. It's all coming out. The whole fucking show's coming out. I'm deleting it off the internet. Get out of here. Stop fingering my hand.
It's warm.
The first story is the old... Holy fuck, will you shut up? God.
Okay, go.
Go back to sleep.
I fucking will. Don't even threaten me. I will go back to sleep.
The first story is called The Old Man, and it goes like this. After adulting for a while, I had to move back in with my mom. And so I was stuck in this haunted house with my kids and an asshole I was dating at the time.
Bad mix. Kick him out.
He used to work late, and I would stay up to wait for him. One night, he asked me about the history of the house and what I knew about it.
That's a weird thing to ask.
I'm just pausing because the fucking motorcycle in the background. I just fucking hate him so much. Residential area, motherfucker. Residential area.
It's a very strange thing to ask. Like,
tell me about the history of the house.
Tell me about the history of the house.
If someone were to ask me that, I'd immediately be like, my house isn't haunted. Like, tell me why you think my house is haunted.
Because if they asked, like, our house is maybe 15, 16 years old, right? If they asked me the history of this house, I'd be like, no. There's something wrong here.
Yeah. Tell me about the history of you. What did you bring into my house? All right. It goes on to say, I shrugged and said I didn't know anything. He knew I was an empath and that I could somehow see and know things. He started to tell me about an old man he would see at night. He said he would get up in the middle of the night and he would turn the corner into the dining room. He said he would see the faintest image of an old man, never a complete, body. I hope that makes sense. I listened to him as he told me this and I started making a joke and kind of being an asshole about him seeing a ghost. My back was to the kitchen and the guy was at the table facing me / the kitchen. As soon as I said whatever I said, I honestly can't even remember what it was, there was a deep moan / groan. At first, I thought it was the fridge because it was old and sometimes it made a humming noise. No, this was loud, deep, and lasted for what seemed like forever. Time seemed to freeze and I could feel my eyes getting wider and wider, mirrored by the guy's face.
What?
The hair stood up on the back of my neck, and it was as if I knew this spirit was right behind me.
No.
It was as if I could see him behind me without turning to look. And it was angry, staring down at the back of my head.
That ain't no dragon, that's for sure.
I blinked a few times and said, yep, I'm going to bed, and noped the fuck out of there. Another time, I was sitting at the table with my oldest son. We were just talking about our day, hanging out, when all of a sudden we saw this black shape run close to the wall.
No, that's
and
like
hunched
something
over as if trying to hide.
That's something out of a fucking horror movie. It
ran straight into the kitchen and around the counter. There was legit nowhere to go after that because the sink is right there. We looked at each other and I did the one thing I always talk shit about. I went to see what the fuck it was.
No.
I walked slowly into the kitchen, leaned around the corner, and yeah, you guessed it, nothing was there. Robin, remember in Twilight when Bella says, quote, things were starting to get strange, end quote.
Yeah.
And that dude behind her runs across the frame.
I love you.
He's in a black sweater jacket and has his face hidden. If not, go back and watch that scene. That's what that thing looked like. Bonus scene, LOL, one of the kitchen walls is the same wall as the bathroom, if that makes sense. When you're in the bathroom, you can hear people opening the drawers and messing with utensils and whatnot. No big deal, right? Except that shit happens when no one is home and when no one is awake.
That's creepy.
That is really creepy.
The house I kind of grew up in Hawaii, that my parents still live in, the walls are so fucking thin. The doors are thin. Everything is thin. The floor to the bottom story is thin. So anytime someone pulled a chair out from the table downstairs, you could hear it like so loud upstairs. I used to think our house was haunted because I could hear that all the time. I could hear other people's doors opening, drawers opening, tables moving, chairs moving, and I thought the house was fucking haunted. So I don't know if you live in multiple stories or something like that. Maybe that's the case. But
I really like the TikToks and the Instagram videos of people opening drawers and pushing in chairs where it sounds like Chewbacca. Yeah, I thought my house was filled with Wookiees when I was growing up.
What the?
All right, moving on to the next story. It's called The Little Girl. Her story isn't that scary, just creepy. My ex was standing in the bathroom when he saw a little girl run past. He thought it was my daughter and called out to her.
No.
After he didn't get a response, he leaned out around the door and looked for my girl. Nothing. He walks out and looks up and down the hallway in the living room. Nothing. He says he just went back into the bathroom and closed the door to finish brushing his teeth. I like that. He did the concern thing where it's like, if that was this child, I need to find this child. And when you realize couldn't have been the child, fuck this. You just go back to brushing your teeth.
If you ignore it, it'll go away.
Wow.
Right? That's the hope. That's the hope. When the weird stuff happens, if you ignore it, it'll go away. That is my thing when I wake up from a nightmare and I don't want to open my eyes because I'm afraid the creature that I just saw in my nightmare will be standing there. I will just keep my eyes closed, not open them, put the blanket up over my head, roll over, and hope I fall right back asleep into a new dream. Or to no dream at all. That is the goal.
Cool. I'm just waiting for you to finish your thought. So, good stuff.
Your thought.
Thanks. I fucking hate you so much. And this next one is called The Woman. Get off me.
An eye bug. I had to wipe it off on your leg.
Yeah, I saw you picking it on camera while you're giving your thoughts. And of course, not talking to your microphone because it's not like you have done 200 episodes. No, 400 episodes of a podcast before, Robin.
525,600 minutes. I wonder how many minutes we recorded of this show.
Too many. Too fucking many. All right, I'm marking it. Moving on. This next portion is called The Woman. I'm assuming this is a woman. LOL, did you just assume its gender?
But yeah, like I mean, it could be. Anytime I assume a gender for something, I'm just like, or, they could be whatever they want to be. I always add that at the end. Like, I'm not going to make assumptions.
You do you.
You do you.
Like I said, she isn't a fan of men. I think it's more like she wasn't a fan of men, the men I brought around. My ex-husband is a monster in the worst way, but this isn't about him. However, when he was alone in the house, he would hear angry pacing up and down the hallway if he was in the living room. If he was in the bedroom, he would hear someone messing with the doorknob as if they were trying to bust in, and the door was locked.
No.
It was never locked, though. The same thing happened with a boyfriend who I realized was a major douche canoe. The same thing happened to him. Now, the one that I cannot get out of my head. I don't know who or what this was, so I will try to paint a picture and hopefully it creeps you out as much as it did me. My mom has a sunken down den, 2 steps down and around a corner. There are no windows down there, no door to close it off from the rest of the house. It gets hella dark at night. It gets hella dark every... I don't know what the fuck that says. Marking it. It gets hella dark every of the time. Shout out to The Office. I don't know. I'll just read it, I guess.
I've only watched the beginning of The Office, like the first 3 seasons, multiple
times. We've watched
times.
the first 6 seasons.
No. The beginning, the first few seasons, a couple times, and then the rest, like, once.
We haven't finished it.
We haven't
All right, I'm
finished
just going to
it,
read this.
so I don't know where it's from.
I'm just going to read this. It gets hella dark every of the times. In parentheses, shout out to The Office, so hopefully Office fans, you get that.
Yeah.
Anywho, like I said, I had to live with her for a while. We decided to use the den as a space for my boys to sleep while the girls and I slept in my old room. I would hang out down there, though, if the kids were all playing in another room. Sometimes they fell asleep wherever, and I didn't fuss about it because it was the summer. Screw it.
I'd be so scared of that, though. It's like, yeah, the kids fall asleep wherever. Guess I'm going to have to hunt them down.
Well, I imagine they're like all falling asleep in the same room or like having sleepovers. I'm going to continue. Let them play and have fun before life sucked out all the joy. LOL. So one night, I'm in the den, laid out across the bed in there. All the lights are off. Just me on my phone looking at Insta or Facebook. Now, imagine having someone lean into your line of sight between your phone and your face.
No.
I'm talking annoyingly close.
No. Because you can see, okay, if you're holding your phone and it's a bright screen in the dark and you see someone going in, like right here, annoyingly close, you can see the reflection of the screen off of their face.
Yep. I'm going to continue now.
I can't. That's horrifying. If there, no. This email is terrifying. Can I keep going? Yeah, just go.
I try to scoot my face back, but I can only go so far. This thing was just a dark shape, a black head with no face. I turn my phone immediately to see who it was. Of course, there's nothing there. I turn the flashlight on my phone. I was sure I'd see something hideous watching me, but there was nothing. A few years later, my oldest son had to stay with my mom for a while. He would tell me how God damn it. He would tell me how he'd get off of me every time I mark it. You fucking grab me or touch me in a different way. I'm trying to fucking concentrate here. Don't make sad face. You're not doing it because you love me and you want the attention. You're doing it to troll me. Marking it. I hate you and your bullshit sad face. This is a fake sad face. I know it very well.
I just want to love you.
No, you don't. If you wanted to love me, you'd help me set up the fucking show instead of sleeping till 3 minutes beforehand.
Could have woken me up earlier.
Yeah, sure. All right. I was busy getting the fucking thing set up. I'm going to get back to wherever the fuck I was. A few years later, my oldest son had to stay with my mom for a while. He would tell me how he kept seeing shadows peek around the corner at him while he was playing games late at night.
No, that just means you should have the lights on in that house 24/7. Never turn the fucking lights off. Just leave them on, because when you're in the dark, it looks like things just keep wanting to come at you.
I asked him what the vibe was. He said it just felt like whatever it was just curious. It's never done anything to him. It just watches sometimes. Nosy ass ghost, lol. Anywho, those... God damn it. Anywho, there are the stories I have of my mom's house. I'll send more about all of the other things that have happened to me, but for now, the email is long enough. Keep on creeping on. You guys are awesome. Jessica, extension 103, central scheduling.
Oh my God.
As they said, they sent it from work. I left out your last name. What a beautiful name, Jessica, extension 103, central scheduling.
Oh my gosh, I just can't even imagine growing up in that house, going through puberty, and you just have gotten used to this ghost, right? You're just like, it just likes to watch. It's a creeper. But then you're going through puberty and I would just start yelling at it like, stop fucking watching me. I need my personal space. You know what I fucking mean? I don't know. I can't even imagine living in a house where you just feel like you're constantly being watched.
I mean, some people grow up in houses like that because their parents are so nosy. So maybe it was like,
did you?
No, maybe it was like,
okay.
I just said some people. Maybe it was like a nosy parent or just a nosy person in general when they were alive, and now they're just creeping on the people who live there. And it's like, look, you're going to see some things that no one wants to see. Like, maybe you should give me some personal space. So I get what you're saying, Robin. Everyone gets what you're saying.
Yeah.
But either way, thank you, Jessica, so much for sending that in. We appreciate it. I'm going to mark it, and we're going to move back over to Stream Chat, see what you beautiful human beings had to say. MQI says, I'm a World War II buff, and I just want to go everywhere in Europe, especially Normandy, plus Scotland and Ireland. That sounds like fun. I
want to go to Cardiff because I just want to go to the place that you see all the time in Torchwood, because Torchwood takes place in Cardiff, and I think that's the place that in Doctor Who they have the episode with Van Gogh where they have the art exhibit. I think that building is in Cardiff, actually.
Right on.
So I kind of I just want to go and check out all these things. I don't know. I want to do everything in Doctor Who, right? I want to go to wherever they went in Europe.
MQI says, Tiny Dancer subscribed was the notification, I think. That's good to know. I'm not sure why it didn't pop up on either of them. It's very annoying that it is very annoying. Not, at least it showed up. I'd rather it show up than it not show up at all, so...
Pink Penguin says, the fingerhole Polaroid is a masterpiece, the successor to Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam.
Captain Vega says, Part 1, Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam. Part 2, Robin's The Fingering of Adam. I don't think fingering is something that Michelangelo would use. I think it's probably more like the penetration of Adam.
So, that sounds hot. No, someone does say that. I What's Your Dinner says,
there you go.
The fingerhole pick now is now called the penetration of Adam.
I'm What's Your Dinner. Nailed it. All right, gonna keep scrolling. MQI says, this conversation is amazing. I'm dying. I am B-Trans. I had to bust out laughing out loud. I love that. I love the banter that Adam and Robin come up with.
Oh, Lord. No. It's funny because a lot of people that did meet us this past weekend saw how fucking my brain is a goddamn mess. My brain is a mess. Okay?
Her brain is a haunted house. Chunkster says, I was driving home and damn, I looked like a fool laughing while Adam and Robin were fire playing.
What does that mean?
I'm going to keep scrolling. Glitch says, sir and or ma'am, what is this red room in the corner of this house? What is this weird leather and or slippery slopes?
Hot.
It's just like, don't go in the red room if you don't want to go in the red room. That's all I'm saying.
Chunkster says, I'm glad I'm finally home being my weird self.
Good.
Welcome home.
MQI says, wait a damn minute. You're on TikTok. I'm just like, I have a personal account. We don't have a Scaryish account.
Yeah, we don't have a Scaryish account. We each have our own personal accounts.
I've never posted anything.
I post Gundams, me building Gundams, or me doing art speed paints. And that's about it. Whoa.
Bringing this up.
Garrett says, hey guys, just want to say I love you too, and I'm taking my PE. Yo! That's real fucking
professional
impressive.
Engineering exam tomorrow. Wish me luck.
Taking your PE, that shit is no joke. I am stressed out about my FE. I can't even imagine taking the PE. I am just like, I don't want to take that. I don't want to take it. Hopefully you pass your first try.
Fingers crossed for you. Spirit bomb energy.
And hopefully you have all the reading materials you need.
Pink Penguin says, good thing that guy was in the bathroom since he probably had the sudden need to use the toilets. Very true. Gonna keep scrolling.
Captain Fake Eye says we were all weird at SpookyCon. I felt so bad on that last day when we were at Independence Hall and we were going through the Liberty Bell building area, and
they shouldn't have used an F for an S.
I know, and we're just fucking giggling and laughing in the middle of this
Behold these
exhibit.
Truths to be self-evident. MQI, that's obviously not in the Liberty Bell Museum.
No.
MQI says, I just always think everyone hates me. I'm an empath. I feel everyone's emotions to my core. Super annoying. So weird. If you're an empath, don't let your emotions feel like they're overlapping with what you think someone else is feeling. I think when people have a sense of anxiety or insecurity and they're an empath, sometimes they think when they're around another person, like their feelings of just being like insecure or anxious makes you think, oh, they don't like me.
Aww.
And that is far from the case.
MQI says, I like being in this chat because everyone's so nice. Definitely a different pace. I loved this past weekend because everyone was so incredibly nice. Everyone was so kind and sweet and funny, and it was so nice to hang out with everyone.
Sherry Sue says, I'm always paranoid that people don't like me. I think it's an irrational fear of mine. I can tell you when it comes to spooky friends, it is irrational if you think that, because we all love you.
Yeah.
IMB Trainer says to MQI and Sherry Sue, I like you both. You will always have acceptance here.
Aww.
Captain Vega says, I like all of you. It's really nice to have such a very wonderful and accepting.
Lizard Tree says, Robin's fake sad face looks like my 2.5-year-old sad
She does it all the fucking time, dude. She does it in public. Like, it's so annoying. She'll do something horrible to me, and then if I do anything back where I'm like, stop! Like, she'll be like... I'm like, fuck you!
I Wizard says, you need to make it to the next SpookyCon, to MQI. The only person I felt hate coming from was Watson, and that's because we were taking too many pictures.
I thought Watson liked me,
Watson
actually.
is a cat.
Captain Vega says, Watson was indeed full of hate, but it was conflicted by his desire for attention.
He's such a good cat. I love Watson so much.
MQI says, literally tearing up. That's why I love it here. Watson is cracking me up.
Watson is such a cute,
He's also
fluffy fucking cat.
Gorgeous.
He is, oh my god, such a gorgeous cat. I want one.
Laura says Watson's majestic as fuck.
He's so majestic.
Captain Vega says, I'm so proud that he was as social as he was with everyone.
I just want to pet him. I need to get me one of them Siberian forest cats.
McGuire says, thanks everyone. You just made me happy. Cry ×2. Cats and kindness. That's hilarious.
Snark says, Larry wants to go to Belfast, Northern Ireland, so he can look at DeLorean parts. Yes.
Your hobby takes you all around the world. There's nothing wrong with it.
Says, cats make me very happy. When I don't feel like I can talk to people, cats always get me. Aw. I think Larry would love to go to Europe and just go like picking. I guess
Europe, like American pickers,
but European pickers, so he can find watch parts for these watches that he's been getting that are classic, like World War II era watches, and fixing them up. I think that'd be a really cool thing to do. And
I'm backing up because I got to read something that Chunkster said. Chunkster said, "LOL, guilty."
About,
and then later on said, "Yawn, yawn, yawn."
yes.
Said, I meant foreplaying. I was like, that's gonna be attached to something else. Pink Penguin said, I want a cat so bad, but I'm scared of not being able to provide a good life for them. Cats provide their own good life, kind of. Honestly, it's a lot easier to take care of than a dog. You just make sure that they have food, water, and a clean litter box.
You just have to clean their litter box. That's the only thing that gets a little annoying, is you have to consistently clean their litter box. Let's see. Snark says, me coming home being myself equals pants violently being thrown off. Nice. Aw, Sherry says, I live with my parents, my mom is allergic. Watson is hypoallergenic.
That's true.
Captain Big says, I want all these cats, but my husband would die. Vet Tech Cat says, can I get those new awesome pins on your Etsy, Robin? You can. I have a few orders that I need to package. And I only ordered a very limited number of the pink and blue ones and the black and white ones. So if you want one of those, it would be a good time.
MQI says, my friendly friend Barn Kitties. I have 5, not so friendly 3. That's hilarious. Scrolling. Pink Penguin says, any of you guys follow Kitten Lady on Insta? She's so awesome, and you get to see all the kitties.
The Snark says, I assume everyone hates me, and they are pleasantly surprised at how funny I am.
That's funny.
I like you. When are we gonna see some hot naked guys? I want to go see some hot naked guys.
Just all night with Robin. A little bit of sangria.
No, it's a show. There's
Is it called Hot Naked Guys, or is that the only thing you're focusing on? They're performers, Robin. Jesus Christ, respect them.
They're singers that just happen to be fucking hot naked dudes. The Snark says to Chunkster, my husband and I both said the bra thing for you as soon as we heard Robin read it. The Snark says, I want a Sphinx cat. I want an angry scrotum wearing a sweater.
I totally fucking agree with that.
Oh my fuck. Let's see.
MQI says, I have no suggestions on animal allergies. I wish I did. I have cows, horses, chickens, cats, dogs, so many animals. If I was allergic, I would be in a heap of trouble.
I love animals so much. Chunkster says, my boyfriend used to have bad allergies. He gradually stopped taking Zyrtec in order to not get too dependent on it. Interesting.
Captain Fake says, Watson is kind of hypoallergenic if you are allergic to dander and not the fur itself.
Glitch says, if I order right now, does it show up on stream?
Ordering
so from the
Etsy,
no. The stream, what is it called? Streamlabs store shows up on stream. Yes. Wow. Chunkster says, my boyfriend can't take Advil or aspirin because he is allergic. Holy fuck. Imagine going to the hospital and they don't know that and they give you something as simple as aspirin and you're like, I'm fucking dying. You need to clean this shit out of my system.
I mean, that's why they ask you, like, do you have any medical allergies or whatever?
But if you're in the ER, right, they can't ask you.
Well, it's pronounced the
Fuck you. Okay.
All right. We're pretty much caught up on chats. So let's go ahead and get into the fourth and final story. The fourth and final story of the evening. I'm going to mark it, and you can give us that beautiful bean footage transition. That bad, huh?
No, it's just, these are really strong, man.
14%.
Like, yeah, they're really strong.
No, they're just so strong.
All right. All right, this is from Emmanuel.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Final email transition. Shinjuku to you too.
What?
Shinjutsu.
It's called Jujutsu Kaisen. Shinjuku.
Will you please fucking read?
All right, so I'm going to get into my last email here of the episode, and it's from Emmanuel from Patreon. The title is My Weird Brother.
Right on.
It says, hello, guys. Hello.
Hello.
Emmanuel here again. Do not worry. Today I'm not sharing my personal emotions as usual, but rather will share with you one of the many strange stories my brother has shared with me. So, Emmanuel previously had shared about how he was going to move from Taiwan, right?
Yep. The job was pulled out from under him, with hours left. He was like really about to board a plane.
Is that?
I would not be able to handle that shit.
So just as brothers do, my brother Fausto and I used to fight all the effing time, sometimes even without a reason. He is 7 years younger than me and became my arch enemy since the moment he stole my mother's attention away from me, but that is material for another story. Fuck. Due to our different personalities and huge age gap, we grew up hanging out with different friends and were part of different cliques. That's how I am with my older sister. We're like 6-7 years apart. So we don't really have a lot of things that we relate on. One of my friends is like, oh, do you get along with her? Does she like horror stuff like you do? And I'm like, well, she thinks macabre is said macabre. Wow. So let me tell you.
She's going to beat your ass next time she sees you.
I know. She's going to be like, fuck you.
Here's the thing about Robin and Robin's older sister. They do get along when it comes to true crime because Robin is a true crime enthusiast.
Yes.
And her sister is also a true crime enthusiast, being that she is
a detective. Yeah, and she loves like the serial killer episodes and stuff like that. But I get along when it comes to topics like hobbies and stuff like that with my younger sister because we're only a year and a half apart, right? So it's funny that you say like, man, he was my arch enemy.
Me and my brother were very much diametrically opposed growing up, and we were only like 3.5-4 years different. So
for real?
Yeah.
Oh wow, interesting. I used to hate my younger sister though, man. I shoved her into so many objects you don't even know.
Now she does that to me in grocery stores. And I tell her every time she does, like, one of these days I'm just going to take a fall and starts like, ah! And just collapse and knock a bunch of shit over.
All right. Due to our different personalities, and Hugh fuck, did I already read that?
Sure did.
Stop clicking. Our constant fights were so bad that his friends and mine would get very uncomfortable whenever they witnessed them, and they knew that taking one side or the other was mandatory because not only
That's fucked
were
up.
we very mean to each other, but to anyone that supported the other. What? Oh, no. I would be like, I don't want to be a part of it. I'll see you guys later. Just hit me up when you guys get your shit together. One day I was coming back from junior high. I think I was in second grade. Wait, what? Junior high, second grade? That's elementary school. But maybe
the second grade of junior high, maybe like grading. I don't know.
Oh, okay, no. Hence, he would be in second or third grade of elementary school. Okay, so your second year of junior high.
For me, that would have been seventh grade. The second year of junior high would have been seventh grade.
So you're like 11, 12. Junior high?
Like age wise?
Yeah.
Oh,
12?
Sure.
When I was in fifth grade, I was 10. So 12 for me. Okay. All right, so second or third grade of elementary school. Back then, age doesn't matter, right? Back then, we used to live in an apartment on a second floor that could be accessed directly from a staircase that would take us from a shared two-car garage to our main door. As I was climbing up the stairs, my brother and one of his friends gave me the most scared look I can remember from them. His friend screamed, "Fausto, your brother's here. Get away from the door," and ran towards me. "How did you do it?" my brother asked. "Did what, stupid?" Fuck. You were inside the house, his friend added. My brother and I used to be very careless, and one or the other would always forget the key to the door of our apartment. It was very common to see him hanging from the living room window, trying to open the door with his arm whenever that happened, and that day he was in that similar position. I shrugged and opened the door to get into the apartment and forgot about those two little worms. I shrugged and, oh fuck, I already read that.
Holy shit, Robin.
Around 6 p.m., pretty much like 5 good hours after I got to the apartment, I went to buy some soda or something, and my brother was still outside sitting at the staircase doing his homework. Cute. I think that's cute. I asked him why he was there, and he just said he would rather wait for mom for him to, He would rather wait for mom for him to get into the apartment. Okay, so he's like, I'm not going to get into the apartment because you got in. I'm going to wait, even though I forgot my key, for mom to show up. That's, all right. I thought I was being too dramatic and told him he could get inside and that I promised not to start a fight, but he said no with his head and kept on doing the homework. I sat next to him, worried about it because his response was a bit odd. Normally, he would throw bad words at me, like tequila shots at a quinceañera. Do people do that?
I mean, like, it's a party. Of course they take shots.
Do they really? But it's a quinceañera. You're only 16.
You're 15, first of all.
Oh,
and the
shit,
15-year-olds aren't taking tequila shots. The parents that just blew an assload of fucking money on what is essentially a wedding without people getting married. Take a bunch of fucking tequila shots.
Okay. Today I learned. I did not know that. I've never been to one. That's why.
There are very few gatherings and parties that have not involved drinking in my life.
Like, I feel like for me, growing up, no one had like Sweet 16 or anything like that.
I didn't actually know anyone who had a Sweet 16. I went to a lot of quinceañeras, though.
Did you?
Yes.
Is that the Puerto Rican side of you?
All of them, yeah.
Okay.
Puerto Rican, Mexican. There's a lot of folks in that like side of my family who were all like married to each other and knew one another, and that's how that works.
But he was scared and quiet this time. "What'd you see?" I asked. It took a good 20 minutes for him to talk to me, and then he said, "Hermano." I was like, oh shit, something real bad happened, because normally he would call me puta or lesbian or something.
Or maricon.
What is that?
It's a bad word.
Okay, that's why I didn't say. I was like, I don't know what that means. I am not crazy. Fuck.
Jesus, Robin, come on. How many marks are on this one already? 41.
I am not crazy. You were inside the apartment. I pulled the curtain to get my arm inside to open the door, and you were there at the door of your room. And they say that my room could be seen from the main door. So if you looked inside the window, you could see straight to his door. And apparently he saw him in there. I asked you to open the door for me and you laughed. Then my friend ran to the other window and saw you. You had a very creepy smile though. And then you started walking to the door. And when you were very close, my friend screamed and asked me to get away from the door. The words might be a little different, but this was what he was trying to say. He continued to tell me that even though he did not know who was in there, it was physically just like me. I have chills. But scary and weird. He then started to sob, and I could not think of anything else but to hug him and tell him that everything was okay. So it was like a skinwalker or something in there.
Doppelganger of some sort.
He then told me that he thought God was angry at him because he had made me angry all the time. I told him that we both made each other angry, and that even though he was adopted, which he's not, he is not, and that I hated him with the entirety of the black hole in my chest, I would protect him always. That's very sweet.
That's
and
very brotherly
at the same
sure.
time. Fucking, you're adopted. Why do people say that? Why do people say that to their siblings? Like, well, you're adopted, so.
It's like the first identity crisis that you can give someone is by telling them, like, you're not who you think you are. Like, we're not even your family. And it's just something like really shitty, mean people say to their siblings.
So shitty. He then got into the apartment, and since then he slept on my couch for a couple of weeks until he remembered he was born to make my life miserable and became a little asshole again. A few weeks went by when I found him sleeping on my couch again. I asked him to leave immediately, and half asleep he asked me to let him sleep there tonight because the kid in his room did not let him go to sleep.
That's terrifying.
Fuck that! Oh my god! I asked him what kid, and he said that there was a kid staring at him from the other bed in his room because he had twin beds in his room, and that he was wearing a baseball cap. Every time I look at him, he stares back, but his head moves like mine when I look away, end quote.
It's like a reflection.
Fuck that. I locked the door to my bedroom and let him stay. I would too. Fuck yeah, lock the door. Don't let anyone else in. That's terrifying. The next day I asked him about it, trying to frame the question as if he remembered the kid he dreamed about. He said it was not a dream, and he looked at me dead in the eye and said, quote, I think this is the same thing that was looking like you the other day. He is learning how to be us.
Okay, that time I got cold chills. That's fucking terrifying.
I got chills just by remembering that moment. He was not joking about the whole thing, and he had a very clear memory of that moment. A few weeks later, a friend of our mom visited and did a cleansing of the apartment with my mom. Maybe she also was feeling some stuff. And after that moment, my brother stopped feeling uneasy in that apartment. He has more stories as he is very sensitive to that kind of stuff. I'll share them with you in another message, hopefully all at once without the text getting interrupted, I guess. Probably because you have to send a bunch of different ones.
If it's too long in Patreon, it makes you send a second message.
Thank you both for the podcast. My brother loves it, even though I have to translate every effing thing to that lazy bastard. Saludos a ustedes y a la creepy mom. Probably something about
salutations to you and creepy mom. It sounds like
cute.
Salutations isn't used like salutations. It says saludos, but I think it's more like
greetings.
It's not like a greeting, like hello or goodbye. It's more like good things.
Ah, okay.
I can't think of the right word to translate it to besides salutations though. But either way,
cool.
Manuel, that's super fucking creepy.
Yeah,
man.
no,
like,
dude.
I would have done the absolute same thing. I would have got up, locked the door, and been like, "Don't go anywhere."
And this is in Mexico. Because I think they're from Mexico.
I don't know if this was in Mexico or if he was already over there in Thailand, right?
No. Well, now they are. But I think they're the only ones that lived there.
Not sure. But either way, this is terrifying. So.
Yeah, it just reminds me of like creepy skin. What is it called when something can change their body type shapes?
Changelings?
No, I don't know. Either way, so it's something creepy that can just change the way they look to just blend in, right? Or take over. They're there to like kill you, take you out, so that they can take your place.
You out?
Yeah.
So lame.
Fuck you.
Things that want to like take your place after they get rid of you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Pod people.
Pod people? Jeez Louise. We're pod people.
Oh, yeah, we are pod people. Yeah, we do a podcast.
Terrible joke. All right, Emmanuel, thank you one more time for sending that in. We really appreciate it. And we're looking forward to seeing what other stories that you have to send our way because I think we can all agree this one was creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, Margaret. Let's go over into stream chat, and then we're going to go ahead and move into marbles on stream. Ronald is redeemed a high five. Also, shout out to Ronald for donating 100 bits during the story.
Thank you for your biddies.
Yep. Lots of talk about cats. All right, putting my hand back up. And back up. And
my
back
other hand
up.
hurts too much. Oh my god, guys.
And back up.
I'm just going to beat you. I'm going to beat you.
You need to do 3 more. 4 more.
My hands hurt already. I can't.
1 more. Not 3 more. Come on. You're falling behind.
But my hand is sharp.
2 more. You had 1, then Cherry Sue redeemed 1. And we're caught up. I'm future redeemed 1.
There needs to be a limit.
All right. Any additional high fives redeemed, I will be the high fiver. That was a lot. All right. Lots of talks about cats. Entomatrix says we have 2 dogs.
You can see the top of my fingers.
Entomatrix says we have 2 dogs who act like cats, 120-pound cats, so that's fun. Lisbeth says at least Kiba doesn't get up on the table anymore. That's hilarious. That would have been a nightmare. All right. Laura Ann says I could get a huge, fluffy, hypoallergenic cat like Watson and a tiny, tiny doggo. Perfect.
Get one who looks like Steven.
Chunk says my sisters are 89 and 95 kids, and I'm a 91 kid. I was like, that's a lot of kids. 89
I was
kids?
like, what? Your
Holy
sisters
shit.
are 89 and 95? What? How do you know how to use Twitch?
Chunks redeemed a high five. Give me your hand. Hold it like you're going to get a high five.
I'm scared.
Look at your fingers.
They're so red.
Flatten them.
Oh, okay. That was a good one.
Good God. How someone's so bad at high-fiving. All right. You need to watch more Top Gun.
Look at the tips of my fingers.
They're red.
They're all so red. Ow.
MQR says there's so much going on. Dogs, cats, cashew nuts.
Wait, what the fuck?
Clearly I
Who
missed
said something about nuts?
About cashew nuts.
Cashew outside. How about that?
Chunks to redeem another high five. God, you suck.
What was that?
It's me trying to initiate it before you ruined another one. IMB Trainer says, like I said, it was a random thought. Cashews kind of look like a scrotum and a penis.
What do they? They're just a curved thing.
I've never thought they looked like a dick.
No, they're just...
Or balls.
They're just a little
But they are called
nut.
nuts, so I guess that...
nuts.
Puts that in there. I'm going to keep scrolling.
Price ranges for that cat are $1,800 to $2,200. Get the fuck out of here.
That's expensive as fuck. Adopt, don't shop.
I mean, but... We bought our Shiba, and she was fucking expensive, but not that expensive.
IMB Trainer says, or how prunes look like pickled testicles. I can agree with that one.
Yeah.
Scrolling.
Diseased pickled testicles.
Pink Penguin says, oof, time to go marry Jeff Bezos so I can afford one of these cats. That dude's definitely getting a prenup the next time he gets married. Just saying.
Bill Gates. He's single.
I mean, so is Jeff Bezos, right?
Yeah, but I'd rather hit up Bill Gates.
Why?
Because I'd rather do Bill Gates than Jeff Bezos.
I get your opinion. I'm asking you, why has it been formed that way? I didn't ask you to restate your opinion.
I think Bill Gates is much more charming. You know, have you ever seen him in that picture with the big giant Pusheen cat he got for a Redditor for Reddit Christmas?
No.
A gift exchange?
I have not.
Yeah, he did a photo shoot with a giant Pusheen that he bought for this person.
I'm gonna skip some chat because it was just back and forth between some other folks and see. The Snark says, y'all, I showed up to a quinceañera in a full suit because I thought it was what the normal clothes were supposed to be. I was wrong. I was the only kid in my grade in a full suit. The parents all thought it was very sweet and the birthday girl was very happy, but the rest of the kids in my grade thought it was weird. Whatever. I understand cultural significance. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Most of the things that we wore were more like tuxedos rather than suits, so it's not that different. And we had top hats and canes, and I think a couple of them.
What the shit?
It's very much like prom, basically. Like you throw a little
Never
mini
been to prom. I don't know what that feels like.
I'm gonna keep rolling. Sherry Sue says, "LOL, I want a baby Watson. They're so cute." That's so funny.
Oh, Captain Fake Eye says, unfortunately or fortunately, Watson cannot have children.
No wonder he's so grumpy.
Oh no. I wish we could have little Shiba babies, but we can't.
Emmanuel was watching over there on Facebook while we were reading and says, "Oh my God, that's mine."
I was there says pours one out for Watson's balls.
Jamie says shapeshifters. Applejack's also says shapeshifters.
That's the fucking word. Yep, that's what I was trying to
Robin's
get at.
like shift changers. It's like, nah, that's when like
shape changers.
Like midnights come on and Days finally gets to leave. Applejack says tricksters. That's a very good suggestion as well. Glitch says, I would do anything for Salinas if the bumper fell off her car, were hanging on my wall, and be like, there's the bumper of Selena's. That's funny. Gonna keep scrolling. Snarks is podcasters.
Applejack says tricksters. Yeah, no, it was shapeshifters.
Penguin says this is abuse. LOL for all the high fives that were redeemed. That's so fucking funny.
Lizard Tree says, how do you have so many points? Wizard says, I saved 4 months.
That's so funny. Lauren says the way that the screen is split looks like Robin is just savagely beating Adam repeatedly. That's so funny. Ronald says, what did I start? LL, sorry, hands. My hand's fine.
No, look, my hands are
You don't high five
red.
correctly, so that one hand is always taking the brunt of the damage. And for all those rapid high fives, your hand took the brunt of the damage. Typically, it's mine because you're doing your weird. I'm gonna wind up and hit it really hard.
Next time, I'm just gonna fist punch you in the fucking face.
Fist punch again. Just say
Pink
punch.
Penguin says, wait, Bill Gates and Pusheen. Later, Jeff Bezos. I'm all about Bill Gates now.
MQI says, well, here's my weirdness, y'all. Literally in the middle of dog, cat, balls, and quinceañeras and high fives, I remembered Adam saying sternly to add, if you want stories shared on podcasts and wondered if I did that ever, LMAO, what a weirdo, dude. You're not a weirdo.
Let's see. Glitch says Animorphs, that book. Oh, did you ever read Animorphs?
Don't go into the hawk too long, Tobias. That one.
I don't know.
I only know that line because I've heard the McElroys quoted. I've actually never read
Snark
Animorphs.
says cloning your animals is like $15K.
Not worth it.
Fuck? Not worth it. I would clone a Yui though.
She wouldn't have the same memories. You don't even know if she would have the same personality. I mean, she'd have the same DNA and everything, but it's like, let
MQI
life
says Jeff
end.
Bezos I think is my choice. Gates gives me true crime vibes. I don't know why.
I feel like Jeff Bezos gives me true crime vibes, but I also don't think either of these guys are partners for me. Yeah, they could buy me stuff, but there's more. They don't look like they have big dicks. Let's be real. That's all I'm saying.
What if
my
Bill
Microsoft
Gates...
account is about to be suspended and Twitch Prime is about to disappear from me?
What if Bill Gates has the biggest, just fucking foot long you've ever seen? Right?
$5 foot long.
No. That is a $1 billion foot long. Okay.
I feel like everyone who's competing to race to space, like Elon, Bill Gates, and Jeff Bezos, are all part of like the itty bitty dick committee. So that's just how I view them. I
want to hang out with Bill Gates and ask him why he thinks rice-a-roni costs $8
because he doesn't buy anything. He has a personal chef. He's never gone to a fucking grocery store to buy him something.
Captain Big Guy says, I would have Jeff or Bill as my glucose guardian.
This is good. I'm What's Your Nerd says, I think Jeff Bezos is part dragon and that's why he hoards all his wealth. That's fucking genius.
See, Bill Gates donates a lot.
He donates billions.
I think he is charming and he is adorable.
I just never had a conversation with him. I can't tell you if he's charming or not. I think he's rich, so people are like, oh my God, he's so charming. Because all I see is dollar signs.
No, because he participates in stuff that normal rich guys don't really do.
All I know is that he was not a huge fan of the Xbox 360 and how they're going to change things to it. And he was like an opponent of a bunch of the stuff they were trying to do. And the only way they got him on board was to convince him like they need to do it before Sony does. They like appealed to his competitive side, but like Xbox Live and Xbox Live Arcade and making it easier for indie companies to like all be able to put games out. Well, he took that as an insult, like because they have Xbox insult. ID. It's like he thought he's like I think the words that were described from the guy I read the interview about was this is a slap in the face when they presented the idea. It's like, no, dude, like we're trying to take over like the market for people so that game developers want to come to Microsoft. Tian Long says, I mean, Jeff Bezos flies around a giant dick. It looks a little small to me.
MQI says, I would have paid $15K to clone my dog that died. And Adam, I just spit my hot cocoa out for real.
MQI says, my hot chocolate was legit on my phone and my betting. I apologize for that.
Aw, Glitch says hashtag personality over money.
Exactly.
I don't know, Bill Gates, I'm all about that shit. He's newly single, you know, I could be newly single. We can do this, Bill.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
You're a twat. Applejack says, what are y'all dressing up for Halloween? I believe we'll be going to see Hamilton.
So we're going to see Hamilton.
We're going to get very fancy for Halloween.
Yeah. I want to get the outfit from Squid Game, though.
So you're going to wear the Squid Game outfit to...
No, not to Hamilton.
Hamilton.
But I do want to get because we're going to be doing a convention on the 30th. So I want to get the pink jumpsuit with the face mask, like... one of the, I think I would want to be the Triangle. Triangle's top dog.
I would want to be a contestant, like hands down, like 100%.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Or the guy who's the game master, because that mask is fucking sweet. Although the guy that I follow named Jim Logan on Instagram, who makes like these amazing movie props, has posted that he's going to start selling props to regular folks again, because he's been making them for like Hollywood productions. And I really want to get a Saiyan vest and Saiyan gauntlets. It's like a $350 investment, and it's all size fit, or one size fits all. And I'm like, that means no fat guys. But I think that it would be inspirational for me to have that, because then I would definitely want to get in shape so I can cosplay a Saiyan. All right. Exclamation point vote, then the space, and the number that corresponds to the track you would like to race. Let's get this vote going.
Blizzard Tree says, I would never date or marry for money. Besides, I love my Enzo Matrix. That's so sweet.
Aww.
You guys are very cute together.
Robin would leave me if someone rich was into her. 100%.
Bill Gates hit me up. Pink Penguin says, my sham marriage to Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos would just be means to get myself one of those Siberian kitties.
Wow.
MemQI says, I'm not trying to have personality. I'm trying to have a zoo glitch. Captain Pig Eye says, one of the best parts of SpookyCon, Adam randomly singing Hamilton lyrics.
It's just like eternally in my head. I'm like, I got a fucking receipt from Apple? What the hell did I buy from Apple? My account has been hacked. It was Apple TV. It's like, oh yeah, I do have that. I also got a friend request from someone I don't recognize.
Tiny Dancer Nation
That's my
says,
cousin.
I want the kind of sugar daddy that is an actual father. I'm talking Daddy Warbucks taking care of my orphan looking self.
Wow.
What the fuck?
It's a hard cock life.
Oh my god. I'm
had to do
Victorian
it, I'm
says,
sorry.
I'm guessing I'm super weird for this, but I have all kinds of wealth beyond money by having I'm What's for Dinner in my life. That's so sweet.
I don't think you're weird. I think you just think you're weird because Robin constantly talks about leaving me for people who are hotter or have more money. So you suck.
Glitch says, I love my nerds. I have one, but money doesn't mean anything if I can't have an intelligent conversation with you and you're boring. Get out.
Money doesn't mean anything to me if you don't ignore me while we're doing a podcast together.
Fuck you. Whatever, babe. You're pushing me closer to Bill each day.
Wow. I got to hear you tell me to go fuck myself again. So I turned the show on my phone so I could vote.
Applejack says, oh, I'm sad for Adam.
It's just really exciting to think that at some point in the future, I'll probably have another co-host. So.
What? I'm taking the podcast with me. Fuck
nope,
you.
I own 51% of this podcast.
No, you did not. You did not put 51. You put 50-50. I was sitting there.
I let you come over and look at it, and then when you went back over there, I was like, this bitch doesn't do enough to get 50%. 49. CEO, what's up? All right. Glitch says, I want to ignore you, Adam. #sidepod. Weird.
Oh, because he wants to be your side B.
Oh, okay. I don't get the I want to ignore you, Adam part.
Applejack says, Mom, Dad, no fight.
It wouldn't be a fight. I'd
Nah.
fucking decimate her. She has no defense.
That's some fucked
Look at that
up
stupid,
shit.
cute face. I'd take her right down. All right.
Rude.
We got some votes coming in. You can talk about fucking Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates all night, but I talk about punching you one time.
Only Bill Gates. I don't give a fuck about Jeff Bezos.
Okay,
Jeff Bezos can suck my dick.
I can respect that. Chunk says, LOL, this podcast is both y'all child. I guess. Stay together for the kids, right? Glitch says, it should have said, I won't ignore you, Adam. #sidepod. #won't miss always there. All right. So a lot of folks have voted for number 22. I know I did. Destination said, Mom, Dad, no decimation. All right. I'm going to let it scroll. Once it gets to number 22 one more time, I think that's
This
what we're gonna
is
go with.
titled Gerg's Splashtastic Sea Venture. Sounds hot as fuck.
Great fucking name. Oh, 59 is in the lead, not 22. All right. Well, I want to see how many 22 has, then we'll jump back and do Gerg's.
22.
Oh, my God.
I still want to watch the new season of You.
Yeah, I've actually been catching up. I've slept through most of season 2, but
Aw, Glitch says, that's a joke. I could never replace the Amazing Robin. I mean, you probably could. I'm very boring. There's nothing special about
22 finished. That's a goddamn lie. 22 finished with 4. So I just want to see how close it
Captain
got.
Fake Eye says, next SpookyCon, can we karaoke?
Absolutely.
I'm okay with listening to everybody else sing, for
She's
sure.
great. And she'll karaoke in public, and I don't. But
no.
I'll karaoke in private with all of y'all. All right, Gerg Splashtastic Sea Venture on average takes folks a minute 29 seconds. It takes Phil the Boss 29, 47.9 seconds. That said, local stats, we've raced it once. It takes us a minute 20, and I hold the record for this with a minute 13. Come at me, bro. Let's see if you can take my record from me.
What is the... All I can think of is the theme song for Firefly. You can't take the skies from me or something.
Yeah. I have no idea. I've only ever watched that first episode.
I have started rewatching Castle. In season 2 of Castle, there is a Halloween episode, and Nathan Fillion dresses up as his fucking character from Firefly.
That's genius.
And his daughter asks him, like, what are you dressed as? And he says, fucking space cowboy, because that is who he is in Firefly. And, and she's like, that's so 5 years ago. You need to, like, move on. Because everyone kept trying to get Firefly to come back and do more seasons. Donosaur says, I love Castle. My sister is obsessed with Castle. She fucking loves Castle. She loves Nathan Fillion in general.
Sherry Sue says, I would karaoke too. Glitch says, and his daughter asked him, like, I recently watched all of Home Improvements Halloween episodes, and I mean, that was my childhood. I loved it. I really want to watch all of the Treehouse of Horrors because they're so freaking good. Chunk says, I started to watch Seinfeld. It is on Netflix for anyone who's interested in watching Seinfeld. It is such a good show.
Pink Penguin says, is that the show with Tim the Toolman? Yes, it is.
It is indeed.
Tim the Toolman Taylor.
One of those kids, not Jonathan Taylor Thomas, is like a huge piece of shit and got arrested for domestic violence.
wife beating, right?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
MQI says, so random. I just realized my 1 year spookiversary is in a month.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
And off we go. I'm pretty sure this one has a bunch of different directions you can go. Wow, Robin. Oops. Wow. We got 22 marbles in. Pretty good. No, you did join. You're in 5th place. You goddamn liar.
Fuck yeah.
Love the soup episode. The soup episode is one of the best.
I don't remember a soup episode.
It's from Seinfeld.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely never seen it.
So there's really no way to tell who's in first place. We're just going to watch. Are you going through the squid? Are you going through the shark?
I don't know, but this tentacle stuff's getting me going.
Wow. Jesus Christ, Robin. The other day, the other episode, I was like, why do you always talk about like dirty stuff? Like you just like are inviting people to reply to your stupid shit. And she's like, I don't do that. I don't talk about anything dirty. And then there's this episode, and like in this moment right now, you're like, oh my God, this tentacle stuff is getting me going.
There's a fucking octopus on the screen.
If we get, so that you don't say the tentacle stuff is getting me going. If we get any fucking tent stuff in our Instagram inbox, it's on you. It is your fault. All right, these folks are coming down. It looks like there's glass in this slide or some shit. No. Everyone's just coming to a dead stop. Looks like the other slide is the way to go. Yep. Glitch is just flying
followed by
to the
Jang
end.
Mi.
Jang Mi, Sherry Sue. Jang Mi's going to get caught up in the fan blade. Glitch looks like he is in good position to take not just the win, but the record. Congratulations, Glitch. You do exactly that. Enzo Matrix is going to come in second. I'm What's for Dinner and Bob finish third and fourth, like a photo finish. I come in fifth. Very disappointing. I mean, I trained really hard for this one. I'm very sad. Tiny Dancer Nation is bringing up the rear, hoping for 22nd. The blue wave of death is approaching very quickly, and Tiny Dancer Nation is going the wrong way. Just saying. Applejack says, why isn't Marble Race bringing me so much joy? According to Robin, it's the tentacles. So, all right, congratulations, Glitch. On your victory, you move up to 9 points in the season. Enzo Matrix jumps up to 7. I'm going to go from here on out with anyone who is actually in double digits, which would be Sherry Sue at 11, and I believe you are in first place. Nope, second place. Chunkster is in first place with 13. However, we have one more race to go tonight. So don't forget, Glitch. Let us know which new sticker you would like, and we will make sure that gets to you.
Yep.
Go ahead and start your voting. Exclamation
Beep,
point
beep,
votes.
beep, 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 beep.
Then a space. Then the number that goes with the track you would like to race.
The Snark says, Jesus, I've been watching too much Bob's Burgers. I think Bob's Burgers is so cute just because the kids are hilarious. I live for their shenanigans. MQI asked what followage is. Followage,
if you type an exclamation point followage,
it gives you how long you've been following the podcast or this channel anyway.
Which there was someone in the Twitch that posted a link. I don't recognize them.
Oh, he already he deleted it on his end.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Thank you so much. I can never tell when you delete something from Restream, so you are the best. All right, Twisted Toothpick is currently in first place. I think that's number 22, which was neck and neck.
For some reason, some people that type in exclamation point followage, it doesn't show up.
I think there's a cooldown for all the commands that come through Stream Elements. So if everyone overloads it, only one person's going to get it.
Gotcha. Yeah, because someone put it in, and then the next person that put it in, it wouldn't show up. So I guess there is like a...
I think Stream Elements has like a 10 seconds cooldown. And also we're also doing a bunch of commands with voting. So it's definitely being overwhelmed currently. Like Tiny Dancer Nation didn't get theirs.
I get overwhelmed because you guys are amazing and your love overwhelms me.
Yeah, I was laying in Captain Fake Guy's guest room like feeling very overwhelmed with how wonderful everyone is.
Yeah.
I have been following for...
inflatable mattress is the best
it is very good.
blow-up bed I've ever laid in.
I've been following for 3 years, 2 months, 24 days, and 8 hours.
Aw, Chunks just says, my 1 year is this month. Cute, 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 cute.
Glitch has been following for 4 days less than me.
Mine...
And I followed as soon as I made it, because I made the channel.
I think mine is 4 days less, too. I forget. 3 years, 2 months, 25 days, and 5 hours. I've been doing it longer than you.
I hear voices coming from outside the room. I don't know if it's TV or someone walking by on the sidewalk. All right, Twisted Toothpick is apparently going to be the track we're going to race. Number 22. There was 11 fucking votes. We didn't need to wait that long. All right, average time for normal folks.
Yeah, Glitch says I was part of the test stream.
Oh, yeah. Average time for normal folks, minute 44. Record time for everyone, 110.899. Locally, though, on average, we do a minute 56, and Feedback won this one with a minute 31. Let's get in there, see if anyone can take that record off Feedback. Exclamation point play. I just heard the whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. Oh, wait. Exclamation point play. Did I tell you I got a bloody nose today?
You did not. I almost got a bloody nose the last day of SpookyCon.
Really?
I went in the bathroom and I blew my nose and it was just like, oof, what the hell happened overnight?
Yeah, my nose had like so much blood coming out of it. And so like periodically I just had to like lean. It was before my exam. So I was just like, God damn it.
You loaded your brain with too much information. Yeah. It was like bleeding now.
I was telling my classmates like this one time I blew out a blood vessel in my nose while I was sleeping or popped a blood vessel. And I woke up in a pool of my own blood. I thought I had a brain tumor.
Yeah, she woke up in the middle of the night just freaking out, and we turned on the light, and her pillow was just covered.
It wasn't even the pillow; it was just the bed, because I wasn't on the pillow.
Like slightly on the pillow, and then a bunch on the mattress.
Yeah, it was all over the mattress, all over the sheets. It was just a pool of blood, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm dying!"
Jamie says 3 years and 10 days. It feels like yesterday. Enzo Matrix says we are missing 6 players. Don't forget, some people watch on their television. And then they chat with their phone, and we might get a double for that. Not 100% sure. But we got 5 seconds for you all now. 23 marbles, one more than we had for the last race. And we are off.
I believe in yesterday.
Such a good movie. All right, looks like IMB Trainer is the first person to get down through the puzzle.
I'm going to beat everyone. That's my guess.
Robin is right behind IMB Trainer and is going a different direction. So let's follow IMB Trainer and see the progression. Looks like Robin is still neck and neck. Liz Tree is right behind, and everyone's ahead of the record-setting pace from Feedback. IMB Trainer almost like zigzagged around the speed.
I love black cats. I love, love, love black cats. I would get another black cat.
I'm What's Your Dinner has taken the lead. Robin is still in second place on the other side. However, who is that? Dinosaur is right behind I'm What's for Dinner.
I am slightly allergic to our cat, though.
Well, yeah, you rub her on your fucking face, and you're like, it's kind of itchy now. Duh. All right, first person to fall through is Vet Tech Cat, who has now taken the lead with Beef Trainer and Dawn right behind. There is a...
Oh, no!
Vet Tech Cat falls off the edge. This fan blade is really ruining IMB Trainer's race. Dinosaur is a little bit behind the record-setting pace. Oh, now you're in front of the record-setting pace. They really have a chance. They're going very straight, and they survived. If they can avoid that, the pegs right there. I'm What's Dinner is like, I'm fucking winning!
And Dinosaur is a second-degree black belt, so she will fuck you up.
Indeed. I have fallen off. Robin fell off. I am Beef Trainer fell off. I'm What's for Dinner is going to take home the victory. And the record, MQI has fallen off. Kayla Ray has fallen off. Captain Fake Eye has fallen off. And the rest of the folks just competing for second and third. Jangmi takes second. Bob takes third. Glitch takes fourth. Dinosaur is going to take fifth. Then the Snark. Then Tiny Dancer Nation. And the rest are just trying to make it before the blue wave of death approaches. Sherry Sue has taken that shortcut. We just jumped the whole way down. Elizabeth Tree took the shortcut to hell.
MQI says, like on YouTube, I would always see marbles and was always wondering what it was. So here I am playing marbles. Yay. Jamie also just got back from a trip to California, I think. Hopefully you had fun. and it was interesting.
We're going to California in 2 weeks.
I know, I'm very excited for seeing the twins and seeing Hamilton.
Indeed. Hamilton. All right. I'm What's in Your moves up to 14 points in the season. Sherry Sue moves up to 12, as well as Glitch Grim moving up to 12. Donosaur goes up to 11.
Did you say?
But currently, Chunkster has 13, which is one less than I'm What's for Dinner, who moves into the lead. Did I say what?
Did you say Hamilton in the theme of like Sports Center?
No, I said it like when they sing the song about Alexander Hamilton.
Oh.
It's like, Hamilton. That's what the background singers say. Hamilton also sounds like the Sports Center thing, so. All right.
Jangmi says, had a great time, but glad to be home because it was a really busy trip. The zoo looked really cute and really fun. I would love to go to the San Diego Zoo again. It was really fun.
We got so sunburned
but
last time.
we missed parts of the exhibits, like different exhibits, because they weren't open at the time.
Yep.
So I would definitely go again.
I really enjoyed seeing the elephants.
I want to feed the giraffes.
All right. I What's Dinner says, my marble saw a spider. That's why it went so fast. It's hilarious. Don't forget to claim your prize by typing !merch. You pick that sticker over there on Robin's Kawaii Corner. Let us know which one and the mailing address where we can send it. You might have already sent it to us. It's always just easier to send it again
The Snark
than
says,
have us scroll back through old messages.
The Snark says, are y'all doing Level Up? We are on the wait list for Level Up. If I could get a table at Level Up, that would be the dream. So
we did once.
We did once get off the wait list.
Right before COVID.
And then another, for a different year, someone was like selling my table to Level Up. And I fucking snatched that shit up so fast. But yeah.
Yep. So, fun times. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us. It was pretty awesome. I'm going to go ahead and mark it and then do the outro. Jamie says they moved the pandas back to China and the kangaroos to the safari, but all the other habitats were open.
The pandas were so cute last time we went.
The giraffe, there was a baby giraffe when we went too.
Yeah.
Just super cool.
Which,
they told us like
they're
if there's
over 6 feet tall, FYI.
If there's a fence that's above like 4 feet, giraffes won't step over it.
They won't step over it, so you can
like the perspective.
Like you can just walk up to the giraffe habitat because it's only up to maybe your waist or something like that. It is nuts. Fuck nuts. Okay.
Fuck nuts. All right, I'm gonna mark this, and we are gonna go ahead and do the outro. Give you guys back the rest of your Wednesday night. So I want to thank everyone who sent in their stories. We sincerely appreciate being trusted to read these stories from you folks. We never want to make you feel like you can't have a free open space to share here, and it really means a lot that you would trust us to read these. So if you have a story you would like to share, you can email us at storytime@scaryish.com. That is our email address, or go to our website, scaryish.com. Fill out the form on the Contact Us page. It comes directly to us, or hit us up on any of our social medias. Twitter is @ScarishPod, Instagram is @ScarishPodcast, and Facebook is facebook.com/Scaryish Podcast. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us, how can they do so?
If you would like to support us monetarily, you can go to patreon.com/Scaryish Podcast. Those are monthly donations. Tiers start at $1, and at $1 you get ad-free.
Ad-free is the way to be.
And if you're not into the monthly donation type thing, you can also go to coffee, ko-fi.com/Scaryish Podcast, and those are one-time donations. We really couldn't be here without you folks, and we're so glad you listened through all these episodes and put up with our shenanigans, and we really appreciate all of you.
Indeed. Thank you so much to everyone who listens, everyone who watches live. You all mean the world to us, and we couldn't do it without you. So that is everything we have for Storytime number 175. Robin,
wow.
Go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.